Hi everybody and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell where you'll be able to see more great videos like this. So onwards and upwards, what are we going to build today? Today we are going to build, I think it's called like a water dispenser type thing. So what we are going to do is start with the actual water the water barrel, the water thing. So we're going to just scale it down to, I don't know how big they are, they're not that big, but half, not even that, about 0.35 maybe, 0.35. Okay. And then what we're going to do is go into edit mode and extrude E on the Z, I think it was, yeah. And then we're going to come up about there maybe. Looks good. And then what we're going to do on the end, we're going to do ES0, and that's the top. And then we're gonna press Alt and right click to select the whole ring there, ES0, and then that is that. And then what we're going to do, this is the bottom, so we're just going to bring that down slightly to give it a bit of a bottly feel. And then we're gonna need to do that. Need to do select faces all. And I need to bring that center one in. Oh, for God's sake. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Right, what we're gonna do is do a Shift R, a Control R, so CTRL and R, and that will give us a loop cut. Okay, and we want to maybe do 2 of those, and then OK, and then this first one we'll do Alt and select, and then we're going to press S to scale it in. Because this would be where like the water comes out, I guess, if you like. And then we're just going to extrude it on the Z. So E and then Z. But don't do it on the nodes. We want faces. So we want face select. E, Z, down. Not that anybody will see this bit, but you know, in your mind it's there. Okay, and then up here, I think what we need to do is do Alt to select all, and then Control R, because we want a loop cut in there, maybe 2 in there. No, just 1 in there, that'll do. Because we're just going to bring that down. Select faces, do Alt and just bring that down. There we go. And then also what we're going to do, we're going to do 6 loop cuts. So we'll do Control R. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 loop cuts there. I'm just going to leave them where they are, okay, and we'll just adjust them. Do Alt, right click just to bring that up slightly, Alt right click, bring that up, Alt right click, bring that up. This is all done in I, so you can, if you want to be a bit more precise, you can. Okay, and then Alt and right click to select that, and then if you do Shift Alt right click, you can select both those, and then we're going to scale that out. So that gives us 2 outy bits that you see on barrels sometimes. And then on this here, on the top loop, we're going to press Alt and right click, and then Shift Alt sugar. Right, Alt right click, Shift Alt right click, and then I'm going to put a bevel on it. A bevel. So you can do a Control B, which will give you, so if you do Control B, that will give you a bevel, but as you can see, you've got no control over how many edges there are. So we'll just do Control Z to undo that. If we just click on here, and then we can put, say, all I want is like 3 segments, and then if we left click, and then that gives us more of a better edge roundness to it. And then if we press tab and go back into object mode, press W, and then smooth shading, and that will give us our bottle, if you like. So that we can just press a G and a Z and just move it up. So the next thing we're going to make is the actual base unit. So all we need for that is a cube. So if you don't do Shift and A, you can just go up here. This is Blender 2.8, and then just click on that, go into Mesh, and hit on cube. There we go. And we need to press S to scale that down quite a wedge. Dimensions. So on the Z, I want it probably 1 meter, maybe 1.25. 1.25. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do for a good height. And then let's 0.5, and that's going to be like 1/2 meter. And then our bottle, we can just lift it up and just place it where it may or may not go, more or less. There we go, look, that's good. We'll just lift it out there. So that's going to go on there like that. Now with this, I mean, you can design this however you like, okay? My design is just real simple. So all I'm going to do is Control R for a loop cut, and I want 2 of those. Okay, and then I'm just going to do an Alt click, right click, and then just move it over there. Alt, and move that one there. And now I'm going to select a face, and I'm just going to take it out of the boring square look, and just going to nudge that in slightly to make it, give it a little bit of pizzazz, if you like. Okay, and then on this, we want to go, if you press number 2 and then hit right click on the edge, Shift right click edge, and then we want to bevel on that, so it's kept our 3 segments. Okay, and then I just want to give it a bit of a, there we go, it's not too bad, that'll do. Okay, and then what we want to do now is put where like the water nozzles are going to be. So I'm going to do two loop cuts, Control R, and then do 2 loop cuts, and then bring it on up, maybe there, Alt right click, and bring that one up, maybe there. I mean, we can adjust all this anyway, so it's not a problem. And then we're going to go into faces, which is number 3 on the keyboard, and then right click, and then we can press E to extrude, and just extrude it in there. Okay, and then number 2, press number 2 for the edge select, and edge, oh, don't want that one, just want that one, and that one. And then what we're going to do is bevel on there, just give it a nice little internal internal bevel on the edges there. Okay, now we're happy with that. What we can do now is, because if you see on a like a water thing, it'll have like a little tray. So we're going to make this little tray, okay? So if we go back into like the node, select the little nodes or the vertexes, and then what we want to do is if we press A just to unselect, press B for box, and then we want to select all them those vertices, okay? And if you do Shift, let's zoom out a little bit, Shift D, and then we want to move it on the Y plane, okay? And then if we press P, at the moment this is still part of that model. So what we want to do is press P, and then we want to separate the selection. So now this is its own thing and doesn't interfere with that, okay? So this one here, we can just come out. So this is its own thing, as you can see by the orange surround, and this is its own thing now. And it's the same shape as that. So what we want to do now though is probably just scale it in maybe just a tad. Oh, and we need to move the origin. So in object mode, click on object, set origin, and we want origin to geometry. So let's move the origin over to the geometry. So we're all good, okay? In Blender 2.79, I think it was Shift, Control, Alt, and C, and then set origin to geometry. It's a bit of a palaver to move the origin. But anyway, what we're going to do now is go back into edit mode, click on there, and select all. And then what we want to do is extrude up, probably about there. Now what I'm going to do is inset, okay? Yeah, so inset, and then extrude back down to about there will do, okay? Now, depending on how you want to do this, I mean, I'm probably going to do like a Control R and set a ring cut there, and then I'm going to do Control R and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 28, 28 cuts there, okay? 28, 29, and then on this side I'm going to do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, now I'm doing 30 because we done 28 there, and then we got 29 and 30. So they will tally up with the end ones, and then what all we'll do then is just go back into face mode. What I'll do, I'll speed this bit up because this is a little bit boring, but if you select two opposite faces, press W, and then what we're going to do is what was it? We need to bridge faces. Bridge faces is B. So you can just press, so while you're in there you can just press B and it'll bridge them. So highlight, you can't, unfortunately you can't select them all, I don't think. W, B. You know, it doesn't matter at the moment. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go back into objects mode, chuck it in it. I mean, you can play around with this. You can, you know, as I say, it's not. You can just, you know, or just chuck we'll just chuck a material. Oh my god, I'm forgetting my words. God's sake, what the hell? Okay, and then what we need now is 2 tubes, 2 cylinders, and then we'll scale them right the way down. We'll just bring it on over, and then we need to bring it in, and then up. Maybe make it a little bit longer. There we go. Just make it a little bit longer. Okay. And then if you do Shift D and then Y, and then you can chuck on a. If we chuck on a glossy, it'll look silver. Take down the roughness and do the same. Just chuck on a glossy. Looks kind of silver. I'm sure there's another. Yeah, metallic. We could turn the metallic up. So, you know, there's quite a lot of options about the materials and that. So what we want to do now is, what we need now is the levers. So what I'm going to do is going to do a plane. Just going to do a plane. Okay, I'm going to scale that down. Whoops. Sometimes get a bit trigger happy on the old mouse. Okay, and then whoop. Let's rotate that 90 degrees. That's quite a bit too big. And then bring it on in and then up. Yes, we need to just bring that down a tad and then set it up behind. Because what we're going to do is a little bit longer. That'll do. And then we're going to go back into edit mode. We're going to do a Control R. We're going to put 2 cuts in there, and then we're going to bring this one down. Bring it on down. Because what we want to do is select face and bring it forward. So it's almost like got a just like that. And then also what we need to do is on the front here, Control R, 2 loop cuts, and then select face, and we need to select the whole lot. No, we just need to select those. So that's on the length. So do an Alt right click on the length, and then just bring it back so it gives it a little bit of a curve, like where the cut would sort of push into it. And then we're going to give it a little modifier, which is the Solidify, and just give it, oh, it's too much, 2 0.02. Okay, and then we will just push that back and then bring it down. So a cup would go in there and push the lever, and then the water would come out. Okay, and then let's just line that up. Shift D on the Y over here. And then what we can do is we will make, if we go back into edit mode, select those three, and then just maybe inset. Okay, and then we just bring it on in a little bit, and then we'll do the same. And then what we'll do is we'll give that a colour. So we'll apply. Oh, we've got to be in object mode. Object mode and apply. Come back into edit, and then these ones here we're going to apply a material, which is gonna be new, and we want it to be blue, I think. Okay, so we'll just assign a grey for now on the main object, add a new material, and then we want to give that a blue, and then just assign it. Just want to assign it to these three. Base colour. No, we want that one to assign. There we go. So that one's blue. And then again, I come out of the edit mode, go back into it, select that, and that. Press I to inset, and then this we want to give another dark grey. It's around about, you can find out what the colour is, and then we'll add a new material, new, right, I'll do a red. I don't know why it's red, but if you have a look, they're always red for some reason. It's like a lukewarm, maybe tepid. I don't really know to be honest. So we're going to do that one on that one, that one on that one, and then what we want here, there are various ways of doing this. I mean, we can go into here and edit, and then if we do a Control R, here, Control R, there, Control R, there maybe, and then if we do one here, and then if we take the E and then scale in, okay, and then we can just bring it on over there, and then the same here if we press E and scale, and then just bring it on down and over, and then just here we can do a new material, have it green, but we just want to have that white, so we'll have that like a grey colour maybe. Then we'll add on a new material, call it green, but on this one what we want to do is use emission, because it will give it a glow. Set about 5.6 whatever, doesn't need to be anything in particular. We'll have it green and then assign it so it's like a glowing colour, so that means it's working. This one we'll have a new we'll have a new one, we'll change it to red, and that'll be emission. No, we'll keep that one as normal, and then assign it. So basically it's working. Okay, oh, and the bottle, we need to add a new we want to put that as a glass. I want to change it to like a light blue, so it looks like water. Maybe we need to make it a little bit bigger, just scale it up. Maybe scale it up tall as well. Yeah, that'll do. And there you go. Let's just chuck in a plane for the floor. Location 0, 0, 0. Let's just move it over. Yeah, so there you go. There it is, your water dispenser. And then if you just go into, I mean, obviously you can make it taller if you want. Looks like it does need to be a bit taller. But the render, we'll change that to cycles, I think. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe the blue's a little bit too blue. Let's just knock that back a little bit. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. And there you go. There you have it. I'm hoping that hasn't dropped any frames. But yes, yeah. So there you go. Hopefully that's helped you if you want to make a water dispenser. Or hopefully it's helped you with other modelling tools that you need to use but you don't know how to. So yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I just want to give a little shout out to our new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, then just hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Yeah, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.